Winning the Golden Boy award is like being handed a golden ticket. You're the next Messi, the next Ronaldo, the chosen one. But here's the thing. It doesn't always go as planned. Some of these guys became legends. Others? Well, they peaked on FIFA career mode. From Champions League nights to disappearing into football's forgotten corners, here are where all the promising stars are now. We deliver football from another angle. Welcome to Perspective Football. The Golden Boy Award was introduced in 2003, and the first player to ever receive it was Rafael van der Vaart. Back then, he was the heartbeat of an exciting Ajax side, captaining the team while still in his teens. He was creative, had an eye for goal, and was hyped as the next big thing from the Netherlands, someone who could potentially follow in the footsteps of Cruyff and Bergkamp. His talent earned him a move to Hamburg and later to Real Madrid, but consistency was a problem. He showed glimpses of brilliance, especially in Germany and later at Tottenham, where he became a fan favourite for his goals in big games. But injuries and fitness issues followed him around. After spells in Spain and England, he bounced around clubs in Denmark and even tried his hand at darts professionally. Yeah, darts. He officially retired from football in 2019, and while he never quite became a legend, he left behind a solid, if not spectacular, career. The following year, in 2004, the award went to a bulldog of a forward from England, Wayne Rooney. At just 18, Rooney introduced himself to the world by scoring a screamer against Arsenal and leading the line for England at Euro 2004. His move to Manchester United was record-breaking for a teenager, and he wasted no time showing why. By the time he won the Golden Boy, he was already a star, not a rising one. What followed was a trophy-laden career. 5 Premier League titles, a Champions League, and a spot at the top of England's all-time scoring charts, until Harry Kane recently dethroned him. Rooney's career had it all: goals, grit, red cards, and moments of absolute genius. He returned to boyhood club Everton later in his career, tried out MLS with DC United, and eventually retired at Derby County, where he briefly became manager. He's now carving a path in coaching, still very much a part of football, but this time on the sidelines. In 2005, the Golden Boy trophy found its way into the hands of Lionel Messi. At that point, the world had only seen a glimpse of his genius, mostly at the U20 World Cup, where he won the Golden Ball and Golden Boot. Barcelona fans, however, were already getting used to the idea that this little left-footed magician might be something truly special. And, well, he was. Messi didn't just meet expectations, he redefined them. 8 Ballon d'Ors, 4 Champions League titles, countless domestic trophies, and finally, a World Cup in 2022. He left Barcelona in 2021 for PSG in a move that broke millions of hearts, and now he's finishing off his career in the US with Inter Miami, still dazzling crowds. Out of all the Golden Boy winners, Messi is the gold standard. No debate. Then came Cesc Fabregas in 2006. Plucked from Barcelona's academy and polished at Arsenal, Cesc became the main man in midfield before he could even grow a proper beard. He helped Arsenal reach the Champions League final that year and was quickly appointed club captain. His vision, passing, and football IQ were off the charts. Eventually, he made his way back to Barcelona, where he added trophies to his cabinet, and later returned to England with Chelsea, where he added a couple of Premier League titles. Toward the end of his playing days, he went under the radar, finishing his career in Italy with Como. And that's where he is now. Retired as a player, but very much involved with the club's project as the manager of the team. He may not have reached the god-tier status of Messi or Rooney, but his career was nothing short of excellent. And speaking of excellence, you have to mention this Argentine forward, Sergio Aguero. In 2007 at Atletico Madrid, he was an absolute nightmare for defenders. Quick, powerful and clinical, he looked like a striker straight out of a cheat code. The Golden Boy Award felt like a formality. He soon made his way to Manchester City, where he didn't just become a club legend, he became the club's most iconic player. Over a decade at City, he scored goal after goal, including the most dramatic title-winning goal in Premier League history. Injuries slowed him down toward the end, and his move to Barcelona in 2021 was short-lived after he was diagnosed with a heart condition and had to retire early. It was a heartbreaking end to a brilliant career. Aguero now stays connected to football through streaming, media, and showing up in FIFA tournaments, but man, what a ride he had. The next year, in 2008, the award went to Anderson. Yes, that Anderson. After dazzling at Porto as a young midfielder, he earned a move to Manchester United, where he was hyped as the next Ronaldinho. He won trophies. There's no denying that. A Champions League, 4 Premier League titles, and a League Cup. But let's be real, Anderson never fully justified the hype. His career was derailed by injuries, weight issues, and some serious inconsistency. He eventually faded into obscurity, with stints in Brazil, Italy, and Turkey before retiring at just 31. Last we heard, he was working behind the scenes in a coaching role in Turkey. He's a reminder that talent alone isn't always enough. Then we go to the year 2009, where another South American wonder kid took the spotlight, Alexandre Pato. At AC Milan, he looked unstoppable. Fast, technical, and with an instinct for goal, people were calling him the next big Brazilian superstar. He even scored on his Champions League debut and helped Milan to a Serie A title. But his body didn't hold up. Injuries hit hard, and he never truly recovered. He had forgettable spells at Chelsea and Villarreal, and even tried to revive his career in China and the MLS. Despite all the movement, that early spark never quite returned. Pato's now back in Brazil, more or less out of the limelight, but still playing football with a hint of what could have been attached to his name. But the next guy was the why always me guy. 2010 gave us perhaps the most chaotic Golden Boy winner of all, Mario Balotelli. A walking headline and a bundle of raw talent, Balotelli was electrifying at Inter and then became part of that rising Manchester City project. That year, he had just joined City, was part of Inter's treble-winning team, and had the swagger of someone who truly believed he was destined for greatness. And for a while, it looked like he might be. He played a key role in City's historic first title, famously assisting Aguero's last-minute winner. But his career soon became more about off-pitch drama than goals. A series of moves to Milan, Liverpool, Nice, Marseille, Brescia and beyond showed a career filled with missed potential. He's still playing, believe it or not, now at Serie A club Genoa and still trying to recapture some of that early fire. If anything, Balotelli remains an unforgettable character in the game, even if his career didn't hit the heights it could have. This first wave of Golden Boy winners gave us a full spectrum, from legendary careers that reshaped football history to cautionary tales of what happens when talent alone isn't enough. Some peaked early, some burned brightly for years, and others simply drifted away. But this was just the beginning. The next decade, it brought even more madness. But before we talk about that, please click the subscribe button, as this would help us grow. Thank you. Now back to the video. In 2011, Mario Götze looked like the future of German football. At Dortmund, he was dazzling under Klopp, earning his Golden Boy award with creativity and vision. His move to Bayern brought high expectations, and while he scored the winning goal in the 2014 World Cup final, his career never fully reached the heights expected. Injuries and health issues derailed his progress, and after stints at PSV and now Eintracht Frankfurt, he's still playing but far from the superstar many imagined. The 2012 award went to Isco, thanks to his brilliant form with Malaga in the Champions League. Real Madrid snapped him up, and while he had key moments, especially in the 2016-17 season, he struggled for consistency. He left quietly and is now trying to revive his career at Real Betis, showing flashes of the old magic. From wonder kids to world beaters, these first 5 Golden Boy winners gave us drama, glory, and unforgettable moments. But we're just getting started. Stay tuned for our Part 2 series.